I think we're live. Oh man, my hair is a mess. Sorry for the kind of low energy, everyone. I am fortunately feeling a little sick today. I actually just kind of got back up a little bit ago, and I'm taking it kind of moment by moment here. But I thought in either case this was set up to be kind of a chilled out stream anyways, because all I really wanted to do was spend a little time tonight looking through some stuff on my Discord, because I've been a little busy with starting a new job and doing some other stuff. Good evening, Melvin. Thanks for joining us. And I've been kind of neglecting the Discord, so I thought we could do a couple different things. I thought we could look at some stuff that's been happening in the Discord, look at maybe some models people have been asking me to take a look at, and then maybe, I don't know, open up some like 3D model sites and see if we can find a good model to use for our January unfolding contest, just so we can have something fun to do. So those are the stakes. First up, I was just kind of sifting through. I love the Discord, because especially our general chat is just full of lots of people being really, really excited that other people are joining, which is so cute. But right up here, somebody had asked if I would unfold this Justice League War helmet from the animated show. It's an animated movie called Justice League War. It's a Batman mask, and I think, yeah, I've seen this model before. So this is Aslan's model. It's a pretty good model. It's not overly complicated, but it's got like good structure to it. Like see the bat in there. It's really well structured. So I thought, why don't we start by giving this an unfold and see where the night takes us. Ooh, let's take some inspiration from that there image. Let's take a deep red in the bottom here, with maybe the deepest blue we can possibly get at the top. Oh no, I can't see. Never mind. Let's try this instead. Let's just try to go for like a nice light gray there. Ooh yeah, Justice League. Oh god, sorry. Got some ginger ale here. It's a ginger ale in like a teacup kind of night. Whew. Okay, let's we'll just start by undoing this unfold entirely here. You can actually see where I'm assuming it was Aslan, unless it was unfolded by No Clave. Where they did all of their 3D work here, specifying all these cut line edges. But we're gonna ignore that. We're actually gonna just reset all those edges, and we'll do some of our own. In fact, let's do this. We'll go to the 3D menu, view setup, shade it, so we can see those edges just a little bit cleaner. I'm trying to see, is this? It almost looks like I should actually separate it right here, because this is sort of a frontward facing element of these ears here. Yeah, let's zoom in real close on these ears, these bat ears, and see where we're going with it. Let's see. There we go. That looks about right. Does look like it actually comes to a singular point. Always a plus. Yeah, this actually looks really good. I do not believe. No. Do no believe. You must believe. We are chilling out tonight, just taking a look at some stuff in the Discord. There we go. Oh man. I thought this model was really cool. I have unfolded it at some point way in the past. I could probably find it if I looked really hard. It'll be more fun and more educational to just re-unfold this, right? Right? Oh, man. see. Oh, wants to go around the other edges here. Here we go. Let's take a look. Yeah, separate that right down the middle. Separate the ear parts, these inner ear parts. It's actually a very sharp point in the middle, so we'll make those two separate pieces. And then, oh, we'll just have to make a decision about how we're splitting this. I feel like it's kind of a catch-22, because on the one hand, we could split it straight down to like here, and that would make some sense. But on the other hand, if we split it here, that would be a more logical curve. So now I'm actually not certain. Let's see. Well, we got a sharp point on the nose, so we'll just separate the nose like that, eh? And then, yeah, we've got sort of Batley shape to this brow. Yeah, it looks pretty good. Unless, actually, I think that might be better. There we go. Yeah, look at that. Oop. Doop-a-doop. Okay. Then, yeah, we got sort of a mask shape right here. It definitely dips in there, so I think we might actually go from there to there. Whoops, nope, from there to there. No, come on. Come on. Work with me. Okay, there we go. Yeah, so like this. And then we got sort of a smooth, round shape happening here. Hello, Jimmy the Stick. Good to have you with us. We're just doing some light requests from the Discord. Nothing too complicated. Nothing. Oh God, I'm a little sick. Nothing. Nothing I need to think too hard about right now. That's the goal. Yeah, a bunch of people at my office. I think that's intentional. I think that's an intentional element. I did notice the little bat, because actually, if you look at it, the little bat, from a structural standpoint, goes up and creates a wing this way and that way. It's like going. Ah! It's a light bulb here. Oh boy, I'm sick. That sucks. Okay, let's run around here. A bunch of people at the office got COVID, so they closed down. Jaden, unfortunately, does not have COVID. He just has crazy sinus infection, which is not dynamite. Just not dynamite. I do like this tapered shape right here. You know what I almost want? I almost want like a line from here to like the midpoint there. I wonder if I could create that with the 3D tools here. Edit mode, edit model. Wonder what kind of swapping of edges I could do to make. Oh, whoops, that's not what I want. It kind of creates a weird point there if I do that. No, I don't like that. Not the solution we were looking for. Not the solution we were looking for. Instead, whoops. Instead, let's try maybe dividing some edges. Yeah, we could divide some edges. Kind of. Well, we kind of want to put a bit in the middle there. What if we just like that? That's not very smooth, but hypothetically, we could smooth it out using this tool. Let's see, what does 2 iterations of that get us? 3. 3 iterations gets us a fairly smooth line. And you know what? That might be good enough for me. That might be good enough for me. So let's do that. Unless, should it actually hook back in? Ooh, there's a thought. Because now what I could do is I could go like this. Bam. And actually hook back to there. Oh, what if I just swap this edge like that? Oh, actually really like that. Hang on. Let's subdivide some edges now. Let's do this. Like this now. Going down this edge like that. Back like this. And let's change it to the actual texture face. Yeah, that looks great. That's exactly what I want to do. Okay, I'm going to save this and reopen it so that the error isn't... I have a massive Batman helmet collection in Pepakura. It's a lot. You should... I mean, you know what? Share what you want, because I think you will find that there's a lot of people who just enjoy doing it to do it. I have a whole bunch from way back in the day stored somewhere. And it's just kind of fun to have. Just neat to have. Now, we could probably keep this all as one piece here, but it might actually be more advantageous from a build standpoint to separate it like this. So I will preliminarily separate it like that with the intention that it could very well change. I'm also going to do something to fix something that's annoying me, that is not... There we go. It wasn't even, for no clear reason. I was like, that's weird. So, let's... Oh, that's extra. Let's unfold that like this and see where we get. We will click unfold. It's not 557 inches tall. I don't know why it would be 557 inches tall. That just doesn't seem proper. I'm going to make it something big, though, because it got big ears. Something like 17 inches tall. We'll make it 17 inches tall. And then if I drag this midline over so that we can... my oeuvre. It's fair enough. You can always make some new parts for the chin. But we're working with the Pepakura. We're taking the Pepakura more or less at face value here. So I'm just going to start by sort of evening out these over the head lines. Giving it a nice even curve. Trying not to detract too much from one side or the other. So that when you put them together, they create a nice slope over the back of the head. And you will notice that this thing does develop a pretty impressive curve doing this. But that's essentially because you're creating a more than 90 degree, or well, a more acute than 90 degree angle. As it goes from there to there, it actually bows quite in. So we need a fairly impressive bend in there. Now, right here, it starts to get pretty flat at the bottom, so we're probably not going to worry about that. Instead, let's do something like this. Yay! Look at that. That is pretty clean. I actually really like that. If I was being really nitpicky, maybe the orientation these could have changed just a little bit. Just a little bit. It's pretty good, honestly. I like this. I like this is nice, but I like this. Okay, that looks pretty good. And yeah, it's got sort of a point in the middle there where it meets that keystone piece, and that's just sort of how it fits together. Let's also do a side here. When will you make another tutorial? It's a great question. I actually have one I've been editing for my Titan's Red Hood helmet, but I have been so just beat lately. Like, I get home, I work a little on some stuff, I try to get ready, I'm moving in like less than a month. And I feel so out of it. I don't know, I felt really beaten down lately. And not like, I'm not looking for anything. It's just like, 2021 eked out a couple more deaths from, like, my family and my friend group, and, starting a new job on top of that. And now, of course, I'm just vaguely sick. It's all just kind of a lot. But this is nice. Is it? Is it kind of nice? Just kind of enough for me in the moment. But I would like to make another tutorial. You love the way I unfold. Well, I'm very glad that you like the way I unfold, because I also like the way that I unfold. Hey, That actually looks pretty nice. I might leave that sort of as is there. Unless, oh, is it not quite meeting the corner there? What if I went one back? Oh, yeah, now I have to know. I have to know if this will look better all the way together like this. Oh, I think it does. Dang, I have to... That's just more work, that's all. Nothing too shabby. Oh, I'm very glad, Kevin. I'm very glad you enjoy it. Oh, wow, look at that. That circle is worked out really nicely, actually. Like, look at how close all these edges are, just sitting there. That's a delight. Okay, well, we'll just kind of put all of this together like this. And in that way, it is just pretty darn close right off the bat. Okay, let's. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-da. Sweet Adeline, my Adeline, each night, dear heart, for you I pine. In all my dreams, your fair face beams. You're the flower of my heart, sweet Adeline, my Adeline. Do shoo-doo, shoo-dee-ah, shoo-doo, shoo-doo-ah, shoo-doo. Ooh, unfortunately, I do not know what you just said. Hang on. Let's see. I'm gonna throw that into Google Translate. Translate to English. Let's see here. I can send you some photos on Discord to serve as inspiration in an unfold. I mean, go for it. I'll always take some inspiration. You're okay. You're okay. I think. Oh man, I think I just kind of hit a weird moment here in the unfold, which is just that these edges are actually spread a little bit more than they probably should be. So what I'm gonna have to do is sort of a trick. But I've done it before on the channel, and God knows I'll do it again. So I'm not feeling too bad about it. Here we go. We got one ear here that just sits right there, and then the interfaces of the bat ear are actually just two separate pieces. Now, the question is, could they potentially sit together? Is that a feasible thing for me to do to these parts? I would say so. I think if I join these together like that, that actually looks pretty solid. Unless, is that a little better? Actually, that might be a little better. Yeah, that's a little better. Sweet. And then there's just, let's see. Wow, that really simplifies things, doesn't it? Holy cow. Okay. Well, yeah, hot damn. Okay, let's see here. Hey, baby, listen up to understand the tasty thing my body demands. Oh yeah, Such a fine cuisine, I'm gonna tell you what I mean. I don't want French fried potatoes or red ripe tomatoes. I'm never satisfied. I want the frim sauce with the arson fay and chipapa on the side. I don't want pork chops and bacon. No, that won't awaken my appetite inside. Man, I want the frim sauce with the arson fay and chipapa on the side. Now, fellas, really got to eat. Oh, there we go. That looks great. And a fella should eat right. 5 will get you 10. I'm gonna feed myself right tonight. Awesome. Well, we've basically finished this. Like, there's tidying to be done, and yeah, I'll erase lines. But I think in the interest of, you know, doing some fun stuff from our Discord, I think mission accomplished on this first one. I kind of wanted to look at some of... We were looking at some of the other stuff that people have put in the Discord, because there's a lot of talented unfolders on our Discord. I'm actually really, really happy that a lot of people who like to do it too are also on the Discord, because I think it creates a really fun dynamic. Woo! Oh, that's very cool. That's very cool. Did you make this? Is this your build? I think that looks really good. Really good. But I know that several people had put some of their own patterns up for review, just for stuff that people could use, and that's always really fun. Let's see, Pack, the big oof himself, put this Mandalorian pilot helmet in there, which is super cool. I actually think he did a really good job of converting this. This is very clearly like a 3D print, 3D model for like an STL that he converted. But I think he's done a really good job of simplifying it down. Now, one thing that he and I have always disagreed a little bit on is, you know, there's some gaps in here. But I gotta tell you, these templates are so clean and so clear. Like, look at how direct this is. Like, there's not really a doubt in my mind how this goes together. I will say that if I were to go for it, I probably would instead hide some of these lines rather than just let them hang out in the middle of wherever they are. But by leaving these gaps, he kind of leaves no option but to do it the way he sort of intended. And that's a hell of a way to do it, frankly. Of course, we got the one side here, we got the other side there. Put the other side back and shake it all around. But, like, this is really, really quite clear. And I like that. He was charging a kidney on top of that in the assembly of the phone without painting. Oh, that's rough. Hey, Daniel. So the guy from Rebels. I actually don't know. I don't know what this unfold was put on our Discord by Pac, P-A-C, as a Mandalorian pilot, and I think it looks really cool. It's definitely got some weird clipping things going on. Like, you see how the top edge of this visor doesn't really have a trailing edge. It has, like, where it was clipping into the head, and so it's a little jagged. Like, I would smooth that out physically if I were to use a template from this. But I think it's cool, and I'm not gonna link to these necessarily. I would just honestly go check out the Discord. Pac and other people like him are constantly dropping unfolds in there, and these models are really cool. And even if you don't love the unfold, you can do a lot with these models. Let's say I was just gonna take a moment to just to take a moment because I wanted to clean up the dome template, because I think this is too many darts to have, frankly. I would probably say, okay, let's tidy this up a little bit. Let's clean it up. Oh, I don't need flaps. Sorry about that. I'm gonna go through and I want to sort of add this piece to that piece, like this, sort of going across like that, and just smoothing it out together so that I've got maybe 2, possibly 3 final pieces like this-ish, right? Here we go. Do I get any money with unfolds? I do make some money off of unfolds. Some people commission unfolds from me. I'm usually pretty happy if people want to commission me to unfold something for them. Otherwise, you know, a lot of people make requests, and I tell people, generally speaking, you know, there's a lot of them that I will get to. It's just a question of when the urge finally strikes me. So you're waiting around for that, or you can commission me. It's what it is. I do have an Etsy store. There's an Etsy store down below. And on that Etsy store, I have a number of my premium unfolds. What I think, generally speaking, are some of my best unfolds. Just some of my best templates. And so I use them to make just a little bit of money. But I sell my unfolds, the ones that I do sell, for very cheaply. I sell them for like $3 USD, which if you'll click around, I feel quite confident in saying is very cheap. And I always leave that door open where, like, if people want to donate money to me, if people want to donate money to me, I have a Patreon. I am foamarmory@gmail.com. You can always reach out to me if you want to, if the spirit moves you and you want to donate some money to the shop. Please, by all means, feel free. But I'm not here to pump for that, frankly. Let's see. This is more how I would fix it together. I'm not gonna go ahead and do a full unfold for this because I think that might be defeating the purpose of why I'm taking a look at it, and more taking a look at it because I want to give credit to how cool this is and how awesome it is that we have people on our Discord who are just pushing out cool stuff like this. Here, I'll just sort of roughly fit it all together here. Just jumping like every 4 piece. I mean, hypothetically, if I was doing a build and I was running out of time, this is, I think, a perfectly acceptable way to make the template. But see now how it would be like one big dart that I would sort of stick together. That would... right now, I'm just fiddling with a template that was dropped in our Discord. So this was dropped in our Discord by Pac, user Pac, P-A-C, on our Discord. It's a Mandalorian pilot. And I was showing how I would take the dome template from one side, which sort of looks like this, right? And I would instead make it basically one big dart in the middle. That's just kind of how I do it. Do I ever make designs on cardboard? I don't tend to make designs on cardboard. I find cardboard really just infuriating to work with for me. But I have seen people use my templates for cardboard to great effect. So who am I to judge other builders? Just to say that I am not good at using cardboard and probably will never be. That's okay. I don't even use cardboard for when I'm like... I have D&D projects that I do a lot. So like this is like a tile that's made of like MDF and like it's another like styrofoam, like an extruded foam. And so this stuff is like super fun to carve and whatnot, and you can make it really tough. And that's really fun. But I don't even use cardboard for like D&D stuff. You've been looking for my Poketown and Boba Fett templates. Well, you're not going to find those on our Etsy store. Those were done as exclusives for our patrons. over on Patreon some time ago. So you can always reach out to me directly about any templates that I've made. But those ones were intended as Patreon exclusives. They were released many moons ago to the patrons. Let's see. Let's jump around a little bit more. Let's jump around. What else is in pattern sharing here? I shared a pattern. You know, I actually don't know if this made it around, so I'll point it out again. But I do other free templates that don't necessarily get videos. So this was an unfold of Genkutsu Otaku. I'm sorry. But his model of the season 2 Netflix Daredevil mask, which I think turned out great. Like, these templates are super clean and clear. It's basically 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 pieces. It's a 9-piece template. And that you'll get a very detailed bucket out of it. That's cool. I like that. So, you know, even if you're not interested in other people's work, I put stuff over there too. You know, people make requests, stuff that I've done free in the past, and that's what it is. Let's see here. Let's see here. Grimdark Crusader did an airborne helmet recently. How did that turn out? That turned out great. I don't think I ever got to see this. This looks delightful. Oh my gosh. I know this is such a big deal. I do know who Bosch is. God, I do not have a model for that. If you had a 3D model for Bosch, I would definitely unfold that for fun. If it weren't, you know, crazy complicated. But no, it's a cool helmet. But this was done by Grimdark Crusader. This looks really nice. It does look like it's based off the same 3D model that I used, maybe? No, this is the one that they had on their board for a bit. This looks pretty good, though. I'm really impressed by the dome. Although this could have come to a finer point, this is still really nice. Yeah, just the separation is really, really keen. I like it. Hell yeah. Yeah, still people putting out the cool Stormtrooper stuff, frankly. God, that's awesome. Good for you. What else is in here? God, I'm so behind. Holy cow. Let's see here. Mullet Man? Oh, something for another user named Mullet Man's Dinosaurus did. Oh, it's like a classic Iron Man. This is really good. This is a really good template. I'm very impressed by this. I think I would probably finish this off slightly differently. I can see where you sort of speed ran this together. I'd probably smooth this actually together like this and sort of finalize all these parts individually, but this is pretty good. See, you know, I'd probably take a page out of the book of the Batman that I just did here. Here, let's actually separate this along a center line. There we go. And I would have taken these ear bits, these ear edges, probably, and either separated them out completely or put them on the inside here to be used as a flap. And see, then, oh, that's actually that's pretty clever right there. I like that. I like that the jaw is separated there, actually, because that is quite an aggressive dip in. So, like, kudos for recognizing that. The dome, here's the thing. On the one hand, I feel like the dome could be slightly more simplified, but also, like, this is already such a simple model, and at some point, you're, like, simplifying upon simplifying until, like, is it just a cube now? Does it work like that? Let's see here. Yeah, because then you could go like this, and then you basically got, you know, you could even do, actually, I probably wouldn't do a center line down the face, but you could do the two faces, or excuse me, the two, the two dome pieces up here, just sort of winging them off the top of this. That works. Actually, yeah, I think you could go even further with a template like this. But this was done for another user, I think out of the kindness of Steinosaurus' heart. So, like, kudos to him and kudos to that user for getting some fun content out of it. Yeah, but look at that. Let's see how we can go even further with our templates if we want. Like, this is basically the entire head right there. That's super cool. Boop-a-doop. I did it, Ma. Here we go. Yeah, bam. Bam. That's like the entire thing, basically. That's super cool. All this stuff, again, over on our Discord. Lots of talented people over there. Kind of messing around, kind of doing some fun stuff, helping each other out. That's what we love. Lance found this Batman Beyond model online. What's that about? It's just a 3D model. Okay, let's go in there. It's what is it? There's an OBJ. Okay. Let's just extract it straight to downloads. We'll see. Yeah, we'll save the changes to that in case anybody wants them. Batman. Oh, it might. No. Here it is. Okay. Oh boy, that's a whole dude. That's a whole dude. Oh my god. Yeah, this would need to be edited in Blender. Oh my god, but this is just in there. Where does this model come from? This is gorgeous. Oh, wow. Okay, hang on. Sorry, it does not want to calm down. Wow, yeah, it's got a full face to it. The musculature is gorgeous, though. Holy cow. If anybody can identify the origin, like the source of this model, that'd be dynamite. This is really cool. I do not feel qualified to address this right now. Oh man. I don't know, this could be a gnarly challenge for somebody if they wanted to. It's on there. Everyone who wants game models like Batman Arkham City, call me on Discord. All right, go for it. But this is pretty amazing, honestly. What else is in here, man? This is some cool stuff. Oh, it looks like somebody did a Titanfall pilot helmet. I remember working on one like this a while ago. Yeah. That's pretty good. All the shapes are there where they should be. Oh, is there no way to get this onto this? Oh, wow. No, it did not want to go there. Huh. That's okay. Looks really good, though. I like that it's pretty organized. Obviously, this needs to be, filtered out for, like, page-by-page printing, but, the parts are organized. I can see where everything is. That's a good unfold. That's a good thing. Let's see. Let's go back in time a little bit. Let's see here. Maybe patterns in progress? Question mark? Ooh, Steinosaurus did something called a base Dregger, and I don't know exactly what this is. Oh, but that looks really cool. Does it have texture? It doesn't have texture. Let's just go to shade it. Oh, I really like this. What's a Dregger? Dregger? Helmet? Question mark? I'm actually really lost here. I don't know what this is. It's so pretty, though. It's very, like, I'm seeing very dwarven things. Oh, I'm just not sure. What foam do I recommend? You're a beginner, have not caught the name in any streams. So I am generally of the opinion that any EVA foam you can get your hands on is good EVA foam. I do sell most of them. Some of them I keep. I've got a handful of them. A lot of the projects that I make are actually commissions. So, but you can always check out my Etsy or reach out to me if you're looking to pick something up from the past. I'm usually pretty available. But in terms of foam to use for builds, sorry, it's just becoming a fun Q&A session. In terms of foam to use, I am generally of the opinion that any EVA foam you can get your hands on is the foam to use. You know, HD foam by SKS Props is very good foam, but I also make really nice things with Michael's Craft Store's house brand Art Mines. You know, it's very serviceable. You can get a lot out of it. I made my Captain Rex using almost exclusively that. So it's kind of whatever you can get your hands on. You know, craft foam itself is EVA foam. Just try to get yourself in a thickness that's somewhere around 5 millimeters, and you know the world is kind of yours. How much is my Patreon? My Patreon, I think the base level is just $3. It's hey ma. Anybody in that level can basically get access to everything, and also I like to give them a little hello. God, this is such a cool helmet though. I'm really impressed by this dome pattern. I think this is really cool. I'm always really envious of people who can make centerline helmets like this, because you avoid that thing of like having a seam straight down the center. But I am really bad at making that even and like symmetrical if I do it that way. Oh man. And so, goodbye, Kevin. Bye. Take care. And so, like, if you can do it this way, this is not a bad way to do it. I just have a lot of trouble making things symmetrical when I do it that way. But this is really well cleared apart. And, like, look at how big some of these parts are. I think the only thing I would do differently for a foam build is I would actually see where these sections are actually carved out. I would actually go back in and add all of these little edge pieces back in. Because then, and I get that even just having it here, it is its own sort of registration, but it sort of gives you the idea that this is a flap that you need to set things on. And, you know, there's some indication as to, say, the depth of the angled cuts you're making to try and make everything work there. That's important. The real unfortunate thing is that this is not somehow a part of this as well. See, what I would probably do, just from my unfolding standpoint, and this sort of relates to what I just showed you about, you know, having this flap in here. And I'll go through and I'll kind of do this real quick, because what you can do is you can add this flap all the way around all the way around these parts, basically, right? Oh man, you start one sentence and you go to do the thing that relates everything to it, and it takes a second. Oh man, there's a bunch of hidden lines here. That's rough. We're gonna paint those back in just because I can't see anything, and that's a problem. Okay, here we go. Wow, kudos. Seeing how complex this model was, kudos to how clear and clean and even you got it, frankly. That is no small feat. Because now, if I go through and add all of these edge pieces across here, right? So I've got flaps for all of that. I can then take this piece. So we'll Control R. Whoops, hang on. This is missing a part here. Control R. We'll grab 2 points that are supposed to be even there. We'll even them out. Then we'll do the same thing here. And now, hypothetically, what you've got here is you can either eyeball it, or you could go Control B, bring up this grid here, sort of line everything up on the grid in such a manner that when you go to set everything together, you could just have this all as one piece. You could cut this out as one piece and layer everything onto it. And that's just a way to do it. And I love that. Here we go. And now, if I wanted to, I could go around, I could do all of this stuff, right? Here we go, let's... Where's the piece? There it is. Sorry, I'm like, It's here somewhere. Oh, shine on me in the morning, shine on me with a light in the lighthouse, shine on me, oh, shine on me. So if I wanted to do this way, I could then join all the adjacent edges and clean up my lines so this were just one big piece. And that makes a lot of sense in my head, at least. I like to really go as far as I can in terms of simplifying the pattern, because generally I find that means that my final build is going to be cleaner. Just because a build is complicated doesn't mean the pattern has to be super intense. What do I mean by that? I should illustrate what I mean by that. Hang on. I'm gonna illustrate a point by kind of giving you guys a peek at one of my more intense sets of templates. Here, this is the Bark Trooper I did a little while back. I dressed him up as Fordo, but it is like a movie style Bark Trooper. And one of the things I love about this is that I separated out some parts so that basically this side here actually connects all the way on the inside, and you have an outline on the piece where the ear cup stacks onto it. So this piece, if I were to take it and move it, actually just move it over onto this piece, you can see where it more or less lines up right there. And that's a great indicator. It's a great way for your pattern to include a lot of detail, but also a lot of direction, I feel. And that's super fun. And a lot of my premium files are that way. They're layered, and they have lots of these details sort of drawn into it, and you can see them all. And that is fun, but it is hard. It takes extra time. I think if you guys are really interested in what it takes to make a template look very high definition, very very clean and clear like that, check out our Making It Good series, in which I took a phase. Was it a? Hang on, what was it? Why am I struggling with this? I should wrap up soon. I'm misremembering words, and I'm so out of it. I apologize, everybody. I really just wanted to hop on and have a very chill time with you folks. It was an ARC Trooper. It was a Phase 1.5 ARC Trooper helmet that we separated out in Blender and cleaned up and tidied, and we went through and we did the full process from end to end. You know, the modeling, the editing of the model, the Pepakura, the unfolding, and all the texture work. The same texture work that you're seeing here, basically. And so, you know, that's all in and about how I sort of do stuff. So why don't we take a moment? I was looking at this cool site Sketchfab the other day. And I thought it might be fun if we tried to find, say, a new 3D model for our January, unfolding challenge. So let's just see what's new. Sort by relevance. What about most recent? Don't show restricted. I'm assuming that's. I'm hoping. Is there more filters? I'm assuming restricted means that like I don't want to see. I don't want to see suggestive stuff on this. Sketchy. This is weird. I don't know. What's new in Fortnite? Do they have Fortnite stuff on here? Because I know this is owned by Epic. They do have Fortnite stuff on here. I'm going to be very careful that we don't just run into something we don't want to see. There's definitely some Spider-Man. Oh, there's the Stormtrooper from Fortnite. I mean, we could always. Ooh, yep, careful. We could always go for Spider-Man. That's the Chapter 2, Season 1 Spider-Man. Oh, here is the Tom Holland Spider-Man. Well, what if we took a look at this and just kind of mess with that a little bit? So that looks pretty good. Is the animation? We just want the static pose. We don't. With all due respect to the creators, we don't need the animation. We just need the static pose. So it doesn't look like there's a lot in terms of mesh that we'll get out of this. I mean, it's a mannequin, but I bet you we could say, take just the head. If we go through and we unfold this, or not unfold it, download it. Download this. And we take just the head of Tom Holland's Spider-Man and see what people do when they're given a blank cowl. What is the best way to unfold a blank cowl? I think that's a great idea for our next challenge. And we'll do that. Yeah, that's what we'll do. We'll take that and we'll... I mean, I've got enough time here. I can... we'll just download it real quick. And then... .blend. I want my .blend files. Hey, look at that. Yeah, open Blender. Fry my computer. Here we go. Oh, God. Oh, it didn't open it. Did it? This is just a square. Or cube. Okay, well, somewhere I will find this. I'll figure this out later. I'm gonna thank you all for coming, because I'm absolutely stumbling all over myself now. I could not tell you which way is up. Instead, I will take a moment to just thank our generous patrons: Unknown, Andrew Valente, Gabriel Encia, Sam the Man, Suit Up Props, Laura Rubin, Wilson Ferreira, Matt G, K Snake, and of course, Austin of AJ Plays Piano. Thank you all so much for your continued support. It means a ton to this channel. As always, if you want to support the channel, you can check out our Patreon. There's a lot of more templates over there, as well as in our Discord and in the description down below. And of course, our Etsy store is also a great way to reach out. For now, I think I have been... Hi, Diaxis. Sorry. It was an early one. I'm feeling very rough today. Thank you for popping in. Always good to talk. For now, I think I've been Jaden for foamarmory. I'm so tired. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go. Thank you all.